there's a lot about the stack pass that works really well, but also you have to kind of keep an eye on things, especially if the guy knows how to respond to the stack pass. There's a lot of stuff that he can do to make it a lot harder for me to pass. So one of the things that guys do is they'll take their legs and they'll drape them off your shoulders. So they'll hang the legs off your shoulders, and this makes it a lot harder for me to reach across and starts kind of taxing my arms here. The other thing he'll do is kind of start shoulder walking away. So guys will do this, and then this gets really heavy on my arms. And some guys will even like hook their feet to the inside, and then now it starts getting really hard for me to be able to finish the pass. So when you're in this position here, the most important thing you want to do is you want to get his hips off the mat. You want to try to always keep his hips stacked on your legs until you figure out how you're going to pass. Now, I've been taught different ways on how to do this. I've been taught to reach across and go for the pass. I've been taught to, whatever side I'm going to pass, or in this case, if I pass to my right, create a grip on the opposite hip. So, a gable grip here. And I'll use this to pull, right, and start passing, right? I personally like going across. The only thing I have to watch out for is guys pushing on the elbow. They'll start pushing up and limping their leg through, and now I'm getting possibly caught in triangle traps, right? But again, if you start feeling, because he can even do it from here too. If he's here, starts really pushing, this could end up being something I run into as well. But it's just like when you're on your feet pummeling. If you are not picking up on what the guy's doing, like pummeling and underhooking on you, you're gonna get caught in a body lock, you know? So if he's pummeling his leg, then I'm gonna pummel my arm back over. So whether I'm reaching across or I'm across the hip, if he starts bringing that leg through and starts clearing it, I'm gonna pummel back to the inside. So I'm just gonna kind of reattach an underhook when he starts trying to clear my arm out. And it's not always that easy. Some guys that are really good at triangles, they're gonna cross their feet and pull you in and start knee pulling and attacking the triangle. So you know, it's definitely a battle. You got to fight for this stuff. But to me, once I can start getting his hips off the floor and his knees starting to head towards, in this case, the opposite shoulder, it makes it harder and harder for him to be able to do these things. Right, he's usually got to catch it when I'm in these positions here. Once I start getting this happening, it gets a lot harder. So practice both. Go across the hip, right? Gable grip, pull down on your feet, and you're just taking the right shoulder in this case, or his left knee in this case, to the right shoulder. And I'm never letting my knees touch the floor. I want to make sure he's carrying my weight the whole time. I walk, I clear my head out, and I slide down. Okay? Now this hand, you don't have to worry about this hand so much, because if he underhooks with this hand and starts turning into me, I'm pretty safe, right? If he bails in this situation, that's something that I might even want him to do, right, to expose the back. But it's this hand here that I need to right away start trying to improve, right? Whether I'm going over the shoulder into pit stop, or I'm trying to get across the head. But if I leave it here, he'll usually push on the elbow, and he'll start recovering and getting back to guard. So once I clear the hips, I want to clear my arm out, right? So I want to get his hips off the floor, dig through on my toes. As soon as I pass, I want to start trying to get my arm in a safer position. If I don't have the arm captured, most likely he's going to bail. And if he doesn't bail, you can force him to bail. Get your chest, stay down. Get my chest on his back and start turning him. If I can get him to open up, I'll shoelace in. If he stays hip down, then I can start looking to chair sit into the back. Reaching across here, again, just gotta be careful with your elbow. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll start creating a little bit of a stack, getting his weight up, and then I'll switch to my grip. I come across to the shoulder, this hand just lines up with his spine, and I'm gonna support it by kickstanding with this leg. So I'll bring him up, and then I kickstand. Now in the gi, you can do a bucket choke off this, but in this case, since we don't have the gi, I mean, you can still probably maybe catch some guys, right? But definitely uncomfortable. But I keep my arm supported by my legs, so his hips, it's really hard for him to get his hips to the ground. And then same thing, I'm passing. What I like about this is if I can get around the corner before he can push on my elbow, I'm usually in a pretty good spot to catch the arm. And now I have his shoulders pinned, so if Bear tries to bail that way, I have him trapped. All right, and then from here, all I gotta really worry about is what I wanna do. Get to an underhook. I can even start pinning and start looking for mounted triangles, whatever I wanna do. So Tati's UFC Ultimate Fighter finale, she caught a little darts that we worked on with this position. So I start building it. I come here and then I just bump them this way. And I get them to their side. Then my hand shoots through the hole and I just keep my lat right on the tricep. Walk, 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 walk. Right into my darts. I step over, catch that top leg, and then I catch the finish. So you guys can bump right into Darces. Finish. Right? So, but your stack passes are gonna work when you have your both feet on the inside of his legs. So it can be tricky to try to do it from like a headquarters position or a split squat, right? If you want to do it, you definitely need to clear to the inside and then start attacking, right? So the best time to do it is right when you open someone's closed guard. It's a great option, right? So I can start coming out and then I'm here. Bring the hips off, right? And I can get score my pass, okay? Questions at all? All right, 1, 2, 3. Steady.